Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today there's a few things that I want to get into. One involving Blackpink, just like as a collective and what has been going on with them. And also I want to address like a Jennie's favoritism. That is something that everyone's always talking about, but I never really got to give kind of my opinions and how I feel about that. So this is going to be kind of my theories on that. I also want to talk about a boy who's been spending big money on Lisa. So both these topics are interesting and I want to jump into all of these. I think you'll like it and find it great. There's a lot of tea and a lot of things I have to say about this. So if you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's go. Now, the topic of Jennie's favoritism is something that's been going on all around the world. It is worldly talked about. It is something that's been going on forever. Since the dawn of time, Jennie's favoritism. And no doubt it's one of the biggest conversations among Blackpink. At least on Twitter, or if you go into the YouTube comments of any of their music videos, it's something that people talk about just everywhere. But if you don't know what's going on, let's talk about that. Jennie from the beginning was seen as given kind of a lot of special treatment. I don't personally agree. I think YG just overall kind of picks whoever grabs his attention first, or whoever is just kind of like there and available right now. I don't see a pattern, honestly, with who he favoritizes. They clearly don't favoritize Blackpink as a whole because they only have like one comeback every year. So I, of course, never engage in these kind of comments or really put my thought into it because I just didn't feel like it was true. And it didn't really make any sense to me. I also don't feel like Jennie gets the most screen time in any of her music videos. Not that she gets the least amount of screen time, but she surely doesn't feel like she gets the most. I don't know the screen time or line distribution or anything like that, but I never took away from these videos that Jennie was like the face of the song or the face of the group. I very clearly remember Rosé, Lisa, and Jisoo too. And in many cases, sometimes Rosé stands out a little bit more than the rest of them do. Like visually, like for Do, I remember clearly Rosé's visuals, her outfit, her looks, her gorgeous red hair. Now there's probably many cases that Jennie has the most lines. This is probably where the rumor kind of comes from, right? So I don't know, or I don't think that it's intentionally created that Jennie is kind of the main focal point. However, she is the one that is the most talked about, whether that's hate or not. Now all this is just based on how I feel and how I feel about those rumors. But the theories that I kind of want to get into today is kind of the theory that some people have theorized that Blackpink maybe have heard the rumors and have changed for How You Like That, which is their new music video. People can assume that maybe they listened, maybe YG was a little bit aware that people thought this or whatever, and so for How You Like That, they decided to change and add something a little bit different. Now that's just a theory, of course. There's nothing to back that up. But if you do look up How You Like That line distribution, you'll see that overall everyone pretty much gets pretty equal lines, sort of, and moments in there where they get to sing. But the top two for How You Like That is actually Rosé and Jennie. Rosé actually taking the top for the most lines, and then Jennie coming in second. I looked up online and videos who were actually kind of testing this out and looking it up. The best represented numbers I found were to be this one, so I'm going to kind of read the percentages to you. It's Rosé with 36.4%. 36.2% is Jennie, Lisa is 20.4%, and Jisoo is 22.6%. Perhaps YG did actually read all of the claims that were being made and decided that they were going to split the lines between Rosé and Jennie. And this of course proves that the favoritism isn't real. It just shows that whoever has kind of like the strongest vocals are going to go and kind of be in the top runner of their line distribution. And maybe YG believes Jennie and Rosé have the strongest vocals. And this is also a way to get some people to kind of shut up, I believe. Like there's obviously a lot of blinks with good intentions who say this and don't mean bad things. They say this, they get angry about the line distribution just because they want the girls to be equally represented, and that's a good thing. But it's also a lot of haters who will use this fact that Jennie is favorited to hate the group. But let's be real, what group literally has the fairest line distribution? Like we're talking if they had a group of 4 girls, each of them gets 25%. What group has this? I don't think it's ever happened. But with How You Like That, I feel like it's kind of fair and it's one of the fairest we've seen. I also believe that they kind of put Rosé in the forefront and gave her more lines because I believe I read somewhere that YG was planning on having a Rosé solo very, very soon. So this is a good way to kind of hint and also gauge kind of the general public on how they feel about Rosé going solo and hearing her voice more. I know very early on YG said that Rosé would be coming after Jennie's solo work, but I honestly thought that last minute they would have changed it to Lisa just because of the amount of work that Lisa was getting at the time, and she was doing her Youth With You. She also had a viral dance video. There's just a lot of stuff going on, and obviously it wouldn't have been completely dumb to think that YG would have wanted to capitalize upon that and then put that attention towards Lisa's solo work. But I am happy and grateful that YG is kind of keeping their word, keeping their promise, and letting Rosé kind of do her solo work. YG did release a statement saying that it was going to be coming out in September. This will be after the release of their album. I believe they've only had like one studio album and then 3 EPs, and then this will be their next album. Which is funny because they've been on tour for how long with just EPs? Like doing international tours with just EPs. Like mid-concert, do they just stop the concert and be like, so we're out of songs? I'm joking, of course. I honestly can't wait to hear more from all of them. I can't wait for their album, as well as their touring, of course. I really hope it's done correctly this time, and it honestly seems like it is. It seems like it was well planned out. We love that. It seems like YG is improving. We love improvement, and we love when people listen to our critiques. I obviously have no problem with the rollout. It seems to be well done, and the girls are obviously going to kill it. I'm already hearing about shows they're going to be performing at, so this is all so exciting to me. The Blackpink comeback was obviously very highly anticipated, but I think it also came as a shock to YG that it was this highly anticipated. Something that maybe a lot of people don't know, and a lot of YouTubers actually know this, as well as people who work in the entertainment industry and all that. Like, a lot of people like to request things they'd like to see. But for example, let's talk about a comeback, right? So many people can be requesting a comeback and asking for it. And let's say like in the comments of all their videos, there's always this request of a comeback, whatever. So then the artist actually does a comeback. And then their music video gets like 4 views. So then it becomes, was there a lot of people actually requesting this, or was it just like 4 people that were very loud? So oftentimes labels don't know, TVs don't know on whether or not they should be making a video that people are asking for. They question like, is it actually a lot of people that are asking for this, or is it just a really loud minority? Basically, my point is maybe allegedly YG wasn't sure. They didn't know what the demand was, so they were kind of holding off. And now I think he knows that people actually really care, and care to the extent where they're going to be spending a big money not only on an album or a single. This I am talking about is of course Lisa's fanboy. Someone who obviously loves Lisa so much. But not just that, he wasn't just a normal fanboy, he was also very, very rich apparently. And he really, really cared about this comeback. He bought a billboard, like big TV screens in big cities in China, to have the How You Like That song on the billboard with Lisa's face in there, just to of course promote this single. He's probably thinking, well, YG, if you ain't gonna do it, then I'ma do it. Honestly, Lisa should just sign to this fanboy. And it's one thing to just buy one billboard, but apparently he bought a bunch in 5 major cities. Meaning, one, billboards are expensive, they're not some cheap $2 thing. But it's not only expensive, you also need some sort of connection to get the big billboards. You at least need to know who to call, because those billboards are never empty where they'll have a phone number there for you to call. Especially in big cities, because every major marketing or advertising company has ads lined up for those billboards because they want those. Hopefully this is someone that Lisa will thank one day. It's Lisa's boy, Lisa's future husband maybe, boyfriend, who knows. But whoever Lisa's husband or possibly wife ends up being, I hope they take lessons from this and be like, that's how you treat a queen. I hope Lisa actually ends up getting to meet him one day and ends up thanking him, because this is definitely a big deal. I mean, wow. I just don't even know how to words. Like, that is so much effort to go and promote her, and such a big way to celebrate a release of a song. Lisa fans are no joke. They love our queen and will do anything for our queen. I do not blame them. Have you seen the queen? How do you not support? I love it when Blinks do stuff like this. It absolutely warms my heart. It almost makes me tear up, because it's like seeing a community kind of come together and do something for the greater good and for the better of K-pop and of course our lovely queen. And to band together just to help this one person be super successful is great. Their journey has been so difficult with everything. They have to go through so much stuff, and then they have fans like this who actually help and get them where they need to be. Unfortunately, I can't contribute much or anything like that. Broke me cannot relate to buying out billboards for our K-pop queen, but I can contribute the best way I can by streaming the video, talking about them, all that stuff. This is so crazy because they don't even really need a label to promote them at this point, I don't think. Lisa's had so many projects that have gone viral on their own. They can just release a song independently at this point and the fandom will just share it. Literally pay for their promotion themselves. YG, you better learn and take care of these girls. They will quite literally break the music industry. I mean, more than they already have, of course. Blinks made How You Like That the most viewed video in 24 hours. I believe it reached over 80 million views. And this is all arranged by the fandom, by the way. YG doesn't come out and just request this. Not that I've seen anyway. So keep on doing that. The streaming shouldn't stop after the first day, obviously. You don't have to like aggressively stream after the first day, but you should still stream when you get an opportunity to. Like if you're already on your computer or something and you're doing something, just have the music video play in the background or have it in the background as you're streaming it on Spotify. This obviously does help them a lot. Also stream performances like when they did something on The Tonight Show. And I'm just so happy that they're finally getting the recognition they deserve. The album that they deserve. And hopefully the tour that they deserve too. Anyway, let me know what you think about this and let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon, kind of check that out and contribute anything you can over there. It really does help me kind of keep my videos going on here and make them better. I really do hope that you'll enjoy the content over there as well, because I do make reaction videos such as music video reactions like How You Like That, and also BTS's Stay Gold. So make sure you check that out. There's also performance reactions, ship reactions, all that stuff. You can also recommend things you'd like to see over there. Link in the top of the description down below so you can check that out. There's also 2 videos that will appear on the end of this video, so make sure you click on one of those, and I will see you over there. Bye.